Tippy down my damies, Top Cat here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on the Behemoth class. About a week ago I made a vid covering the new Hoarfrost exotic, and I had not realized how strong this Behemoth class was, so I'm back again and we're giving it another crack. As I would be the first to admit, I had no idea how strong the Stasis super actually was. This thing is legitimately out DPSing the Thunder Crash Titan. I don't know how it's doing it, but it's doing it. And secondly, we have this rocket launcher here that is all the talk of the town. Best DPS legendary rocket launcher this season, the Palmera B. This is a Stasis elemented rocket launcher, and that's why we're leaning into it for this build. We're of course running the Behemoth subclass, and our exotic of choice are the SYNTHOCEPS. Increase melee lunge range, improve melee and super damage whilst we are surrounded. We'll be running the Howl of the Storm Stasis aspect. We slide and melee to activate a wave of crystals. This works in our super additionally. Stasis crystals do some fat damage, and the Haka rocket launcher does increased damage against them. We will also be running Tectonic Harvest. Shattering a stasis crystal creates stasis shards. These shards grant melee energy when picked up by you or your fire team members. This is pretty much going to guarantee us our melee energy back upon breaking all the crystals and obtaining the shards. We will be running the Glacial Grenade for those Bat Glacial Grenade deeps. We will be running Whisper of Rending. This will give us kinetic weapon damage of increase of 46%. The faster we can break our crystals, the more damage we can do, the safer we can do it. I've chosen the Wither Horde. I found this does good spread damage and just breaks those crystals really easy. Auto loading as well, so not having to spray down the shard and have to worry about that pesky reload whilst I'm in danger. It just does everything for me. We are running Whisper of Conduction, so the shards are going to attract me, making it easier to get the melee energy. We are running Whisper of Hunger, increased melee energy gained from picking up those shards. And we are running Whisper of Fishes to make those explosions from the crystals even larger. The Howl of the Storm is a very powerful little melee there, particularly once you get this little dance going between the melee, the Wither Horde, the rocket. It all just feeds into a little perpetual loop. Do that little boogie, chuck another ball out, chuck another Wither Hood out, and chuck another rocket out. And it just clears house, particularly when we start stacking damage on this rocket launcher here. It is Stasis, and we have nearly infinite ice, so we will be using elemental shards, and we will be using Phantom Might, giving us that 25% weapon damage bonus. Second damage perk is Explosive Light. We will be using the Kinetic Siphon mod to get us the Orbs of Light. That's where the Wither Horde comes in real handy, because we can just lay it down and let it do all their work for us. It's just generating orb after orb for us that we can just stack up for our Explosive Light. And it's that simple. We got 6 Explosive Light. If I'm in an activity that allows me to swap my weapons around, once I got my Explosive Light, I might sometimes swap over to something like IZANAGI'S Burden, just to get that added DPS, or the THOUGHTLESS sniper rifle is another option, being that it is stasis as well, and I can utilize that Phantom Might. And lastly, for our third damage perk, we're going to be requiring Elemental Charge. This is to charge our Argent Ordnance. I've gone ahead and tested this in our usual Lost Sector. Standard rocket doing 88k damage. And once we have our 3 rocket perks all lined up, we're heading for 171k for our rockets. Now that is quite a jump. And just think, this is without Tether and Well and Gallahorn damage, so it'll be truly strong, which will match our super, which is somehow stronger than Thunder Crash in certain regards. As for damage over time, this will output more than Accuracy of the Falling Star. One of those little uppercuts is the strength of one Thunder Crash, one standard Thunder Crash, as you can see there. Akira's of the Pulling Star does double its damage, so it's equal to 2. Now, boss and situation pending, I can get out 6 of these melee strikes that could, in essence, do 6 times the damage of a Thunder Crash, but it is situational, like I say. And of course, you don't want 6 of these Titans trying to do this to any one boss, it would just be chaotic. So, I mean, overall, Thunder Crash is great, it's burst damage, so you can get back to using your weapons, but having 1 or 2 of these on your fire team might not be a bad idea. Now we have a couple of mods here that aren't completely necessary, but nice to have. Radiant Light, giving me extra strength and giving my fire team members charged with light. We have Bomber. Usual scavs, use at your discretion. Resistant mods. And melee kickstart. And our champ mods. Anyway guys, that's the build for today. Hope you give this one a crack. It's an awful lot of fun. Big spam, big DPS. Please like, share, comment, all that hoo-ha. And as always, tippy tie my dammies, what a tie.
But above everything, he's the most tip-top.